If you spend enough time on the trail or watching people talk about it here on YouTube, you're going to run across the phrase type 2 fun, usually uttered by somebody who looks like they're having an absolutely miserable time. Usually it's uttered by somebody who is utterly exhausted, soaked to the bone, or questioning their life choices. As a new backpacker, you might think they're joking or just being masochistic. But here's the secret. Type 2 fun isn't just a joke we tell to cope. It's actually the primary reason that a lot of us keep going back to the wilderness. Today we're breaking down the 3 types of fun, why the miserable trips are the ones you're going to remember the most, and how to tell when the fun has actually stopped. Before we get into the why, let's talk about the what. We generally categorize our experiences into 3 buckets. Type 1 fun. True enjoyment. Fun while you're doing it. Type 2 fun. Character building. Miserable in the moment, but fun in retrospect. And Type 3 fun. Not fun. Not during, not after. Just bad. Type 1 fun is why we got started backpacking. Beautiful skies, 65 degrees Fahrenheit, a light breeze to keep the mosquitoes away. You're eating a Snickers bar overlooking an alpine lake. This is 100% enjoyment. It's the carrot that gets us outdoors. But here's the trap. If you only have Type 1 fun, you're going to get a false sense of security. You start thinking backpacking is easy. This is where we recharge, but we rarely grow. Now let's talk about the line you don't want to cross. Type 3 fun. This is when the experience stops being a story and becomes a statistic. We're talking about lightning storms when you're above tree line, early stages of hypothermia, or a flooded river that becomes death to cross. Type 3 fun isn't fun now, and it isn't fun later. It's just plain scary and dangerous. The lesson here, ego is your enemy. Knowing the difference between Type 2 discomfort and Type 3 danger is the most important skill you can develop. There's no shame in turning around. A failed trip that ends safely is infinitely better than a successful trip that ends with a call to search and rescue. But let's circle back to the meat of the experience. If Type 1 is a vacation and Type 3 is a disaster, then Type 2 is an adventure. Take this rain, for example. In the moment, standing in a puddle with water running down your neck, that isn't fun. Your gear is heavy, your feet are pruned, and the scenery is just a gray wall of fog. Your brain is screaming for a couch and a heater. Maybe it's a brutal bushwhack where your skin is being torn apart by huckleberry bushes, or a false peak when you crest the line of the ridge and you see that you have another mile to climb. In the moment, Type 2 fun feels like a mistake. You think to yourself, I could be at a brewery right now. But then you get home. You take that first hot shower, maybe have a burger, and your memory shifts. Why do we do it? Because Type 2 fun is the only experience that changes you out there. Think about your favorite stories. They're not about those easy miles you did with no challenge. No. Your favorite stories are 2 in the morning with a leaky tent where you and your partner just had to laugh because there was nothing else you could do in the moment. So here's what Type 2 fun actually teaches you. The internal thermostat. You learn that miserable is a state of mind. Once you've survived a 30-mile weekend in the mud, a slow commute or a bad day at the office doesn't seem like a crisis anymore. You've recalibrated your baseline for discomfort. The gear connection. You stop seeing your gear as stuff and start seeing it as a system. You learn exactly how many layers you need to stay warm while you're moving compared to how many you need while you're at rest. You learn that a hot cup of coffee isn't just a drink. It's a morale-boosting intervention. After a weekend of Type 2 fun, you understand what's crucial. And the memory paradox. Our brains are wired to prune away the boring parts of life. A perfect sunny day often blurs into 1,000 other perfect sunny days. But that time you had to navigate through a whiteout or dry your socks next to a tiny stove, those stick into your mind in high definition. We remember because it's a milestone of what you're capable of. You'll encounter these scenarios everywhere. The endless uphill climb, the mosquitoes that seem to have a tactical plan, the gear failure miles from the trailhead. In the moment, you'll hate it. You'll swear that you're going to sell that backpack on Craigslist the minute you get home. But then you finish. And when you get back to the trailhead, you realize you're not the same person as you were when you started the hike. You're tougher, you're smarter, and you have a story to tell that's worth 1,000 photos you could post on Instagram. So to the new hikers out there, don't just chase the type 1 days. Respect the type 3 days, but embrace the type 2 days. That's where a hiker is made. I want to thank you guys for watching. And if you have a legendary type 2 story, please share it in the comments below. I love reading that kind of thing. Maybe it's a trip that went sideways that you still talk about years later. I'd love to hear about it. As always, I'm Chris with Wallowahikes, and I'll see you next time.